Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Okay, these are free collective readings. They may not resonate with everybody, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, what does my collective need to know today? Okay. So somebody with the Eight of Swords, Three of Swords in reverse and the Nine of Pentacles wants you to be in some sort of mental entrapment, okay? They want you to be depressed. They are jealous of your independence and your stability, okay? So they are deliberately trying to create some sort of mental entrapment. They could have done some sort of binding spells, okay? Because there's a lot of rope here. They could have also done some sort of third eye blockages because they don't want you to see, okay, their attacks. And also with these crows, they've been involved in doing some sort of death magic. And because this female figure is looking at herself in the mirror, okay, they've been doing some sort of mirror magic, binding spells, death spells, mirror magic. Three of Swords in reverse. They could have caused some sort of heartbreak, okay? But you are coming out of this heartbreak. It's because of your independence, your stability. Okay. They wanted to manipulate your energy with the Magician card. Okay, this is somebody who uses magic in order to manipulate energy. Eight of Cups, because you walked away. Okay, you walked away from them. You committed to yourself, your own independence and your own financial stability. Okay. Okay, they wanted to keep it a secret what they was doing. Could view themselves as a wolf, 222. They could view themselves as a wolf, okay? They don't like your depth of knowledge either. Could be trying to affect an independent business which is bringing in some sort of generational wealth, okay? They have been doing some sort of poverty spells because they want you to be poor, okay? They want you to feel locked out of your own generational wealth, locked out, kicked out of your own home, okay? Kicked out of your own wealth. Because you could have kicked this person out, you could have walked away from this person, you could have, there's definitely an energy of walking away, okay, wanting to commit to yourself and be single, and they wanted you to keep messaging. I'm getting a love bomber, okay, they wanted you to keep messaging them, okay, they was jealous of your independence and your ideas, free. Your ideas, your level of intelligence, like business ideas or some sort of creative ideas, that you have a lot of light bulb moments, okay? You're very hardworking, a lot of persevering, okay, and moving forward regardless of these attacks. We have the Seven of Swords, and then we have the Chariot card, then the Nine of Wands in reverse. So somebody wanted to come back. They wanted to come back, okay? Someone who's very sneaky, very deceptive, but I'm getting that they've left like some sort of a trail of evidence. Sneak attacking, okay? Because they wanted to gain some sort of control. Maybe over this wealth and your financial stability. They wanted to gain some sort of control over your wealth. Nine of Wands in reverse. They just wanted you to let them back in and for you to let your guard down. Two of Wands. They are jealous of your personal power, your independence and how powerful you are. You've got a Capricorn, Virgo or Taurus masculine. You see how the wolf is here? I said in the beginning, because of the moon card, he might like to view himself, because it's a masculine energy, as a wolf, okay? He might like to see himself as a wise old man. A wolf in sheep's clothing is what I'm getting. And he just wants to take hold of some sort of generational wealth. He is under judgment for this. We've got the World card. He's travelled the world a lot. He's travelled the world a lot. You could have, with the Virgo Hermit card, you could have a lot of divine knowledge, a lot of divine wisdom, a lot of divine protection. There has been people in some sort of cars who have been stalking. Capricorn energy. So this Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, masculine has been trying to pull some sort of strings. They've been trying to pull some sort of strings, and they want to be recognised for that. They want to be recognised. They want some sort of recognition. They're trying to gain power and control. They want to gain some sort of recognition, and they want to pull people's strings. So they have a lot of people helping them. You see how this masculine figure has like some strings here. I don't know if you can see them. And there's a person there. So this is a very manipulating energy. I'm getting like a devil worshipping type, where he wants to just pull strings. We've got a female energy, a Queen of Swords in reverse. So Gemini, Libra or Aquarius, who has been helping him. A Gemini, Libra or an Aquarius, okay? They have been getting this Gemini, Libra or Aquarius with this Queen of Pentacles, because they could have took hold of some sort of wealth, who was jealous of that destiny, okay, this generational wealth. So they could have took hold of some sort of generational wealth, which they don't want to give back, okay? To get on a hitman, Six of Cups, someone linking to family, Gemini energy, got onto a hitman. They invested a lot of time, these friends, with their lovers, okay? Being very mean, Four of Pentacles, very possessive. They've got something. They have something, okay? And they got onto a hitman to try and do a hit and run. Like a Gemini, Cancer, Four of Pentacles, very mean, possessive, very controlling, okay? Could be linking to family, could be linking to a Libra, okay? And also, this is a picture of my dad, this. A Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, masculine, who wanted to bring nothing but chaos. Jealous of that spiritual protection you have. Attacks from all angles, so they outnumbered, okay? Very mean, very possessive, okay? Very mean messages, okay? They want you to lack confidence and lack love and lack a divine connection. But Archangel Michael is revealing this. Revealing this. Sagittarius energy. The absolute fools. Absolute fools. So involved in a hit and run, assassination attempt with a Gemini, Libra, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sagittarius energy, hit and run. Involved in taking hold of some sort of generational wealth. We've got trash and we've got toxic. So this is a very, very, very toxic group, gang, okay, cult coven, whatever they want to call themselves, who like to manipulate and control people and get strings, and they always want you to let your guard down. One of these people always want you to let your guard down, let someone in to romanticise you, so they can start trash talking you, treating you like trash, and become very toxic, and then they want to make you fall apart. They're involved, copycat, in stolen identity. They're involved in like copy and pasting, maybe ideas, because I said something surrounding ideas. Involved in copy and pasting ideas, stolen identity, It's a very toxic, fraudulent lad group, okay, which could be linking to family, could be linking to exes, okay, linking to family and exes, okay. They've done a lot of dangerous driving, okay, and also with this breaking contract, got onto contract killing. They know they fucked up. They've been getting recorded while they've been planning this contract killing. They've been getting recorded. Bad choices. They've made a lot of bad choices, but they want you to be able to let your guard down. Okay? Some sort of gang affiliation. Let your guard down. Let somebody in, okay? They romanticise, fantasise, come round, I'll give you flowers, all that bollocks. Let me in, I'll take you out, I'll treat you well, all that. And then they just go in for the attack. Look, let me in, you know, I'll treat you well, I'll take you here, I'll take you there, just so, yeah, and they've all been meeting up with each other, these toxic people, okay, could be possibly paying drugs or money in order to get these jobs done, alright, because to them it's a job, 1122, they want to cover up their plans, their schemes. And as I'm reading into this, hold on, there's a lot of dark energy work. I don't know if you ever net click then. There's a lot of dark energy work. It's some sort of gang affiliations. A large gang, a group of people who have all been meeting up. They're all fake. They're all false. They could have also been falsifying some sort of court proceedings, alright, which is going to put them in prison, okay, falsely appearing in the court, falsifying some sort of legal documentation and some sort of identity theft. But we've got a good gentleman here who, with this Leo card, is strongly connected to trying to solve this case because it was all premeditated with this bereavement. So like an inheritance job, an insurance job, alright. So surrounded by some sort of undercovers who are trying to solve this case, gather evidence. They've been watching these people meet up on foot, meet up in cars, meet up on bikes. They've been following them everywhere. They will be going to prison, okay? They will be going to prison, but maybe quite possibly because of the amount of people involved, it's taking longer. There's a married couple involved with this marriage card. There's a married couple involved, okay? They wanted to take hold of some of this wealth for themselves, okay? A lot of people turned up to court in order to take a chunk of this money. A lot of people turned up to court in order to take a chunk of this money and split this money between themselves. Oh, I don't think they should have their own money because chatting pure shit, because these are a set of psychopaths, okay? These are a set of psychopaths and they always get involved in fighting in a large group. There's always like a large group of these people who are fighting. They love to be surrounded by people with the lovers, maybe even Gemini energy. They love to be surrounded by people who have some sort of gang affiliations, okay? They love to be surrounded by people who think the gangsters. 1414, guns, knives, weapons. They love to bring grief. They've brought a lot of grief surrounding this. With this adversity, you've overcome all these adversities, okay? They're not liking how different you are, yet they like your ideas. They like to copy and paste your full identity and then trash talk. So there's a lot of malicious gossip with these fake, false people. You see how this person looks kind of like in some sort of cloak. There's cloaking in like identity, in somebody else's energy, some sort of energy vamp, okay? Clerking in some sort of energy in order to take on somebody else's identity, linking to family with this living room. Or you've let some of these people inside of your home, inside of your living room before. You've gone inside of their living room. We've got total drama. They've caused nothing but total drama. Okay? Maybe a lot of police call-outs. And then, I'm really sorry. I didn't know. Someone coming in, a manipulating lover coming on in. I'll get you flowers. I'll treat you well. Nothing but helping these Jezebels, incubuses, succubus type of energy. Jezebel, incubus, succubus. They love the fakes with this false person. They love the frauds. Okay? They love trying to get involved in some sort of hit and run. Get in a room. Okay? We've got expired, disused, old news discarded, outdated. This has been going on for a long time, okay? And for some of the police officers, they're corrupt as well, and they've been getting involved because maybe the police officers was jealous of this generational wealth, and they wanted to take a cut of this generational wealth between themselves, for them and their lovers, so they can go out partying, shopping, okay? And even these corrupt coppers have been involved in trying to kick this person who they've stolen wealth from to the curb, kick them around, beat them up spiritually, energetically, okay? Get involved in stalking, so masculine or feminine gets angry with the level of lies, the level of abuse, the level of deceit, the level of betrayal. Then they can say, oh, I've got mental health problems or something, When they're very narcissistic, all their banks are under investigation. So you could be like some sort of undercover investigator, already known as he, gathering the evidence, okay? They're all very promiscuous and in bed with each other. Yeah. Could be linking to some sort of prostitutes, linking to somebody who's got sex demons. Someone who sleeps around a lot, a hussy type of energy. So they're all just sleeping around with each other, and this is why these corrupt police have not brought justice surrounding this matter. They was going in through backstabbing. Alright, we've got deceit, backstab, traitor, because we've got these fake friends. They know these fake friends from school days, or they dated one of these fake friends, or they've been slamming one of these fake friends and watching this shit go down, enjoying the gossip they was, while they all teamed up to try and destroy this person because of their independent business ideas and because of their generational wealth, what they've took ownership, control over. They're all keeping promises to each other. You're not going to grass me up, are you? You're not going to grass me up, are you? Are you going to grass me up? Because, well, but they've been cashing checks. They've been depositing checks. This is why they're on investigation. And even when they've been meeting up with the little side pieces, undercovers have been following them everywhere. They don't want to hear that either. 1919. So these undercovers are not connected to any of these people in any way, shape or form. So undercovers from out of town, they're not in any private relationships with any of these people, okay? They could already be in committed relationships. So whatever these hussies think they're going to get away with, they're not. Alright? They've been cashing checks. Some of these people are married. Some of these people could have got married with this wealth, alright? They got shattered, broken, fucked up. They just want to fuck this person up and over and destroy their full life due to their wealth, what they've took and split amongst themselves. They don't want to hear that they're going down for attempted murder. But they are. They're going down for all these plots, plans and schemes. They've all got entity attachments, going back to the devil card where he's got the strings, okay, and trying to pull everybody's strings. Bully boys and mean girls. Witness intimidation, harmed or threatened. They've been going to a dark practitioner, dark energy worker, in order to manipulate this person's energy. And they was getting some sort of illegal protection from the corrupt law in the local area. So I'm getting that somebody outside of town, okay, is taking these people down. Deliberately tormenting you for speaking out, for speaking the truth. So there's been a lot of tormenting from these fake, false people who are involved in extortion, obtaining something, money through force or threats. And then they've been doing mental magic. Then paying people to verbally abuse, alright, go to this person, you don't know this person, okay, start verbally abusing them, or go in, date them, okay, and then start verbally abusing them, and we'll give you 20 quid, or we'll give you some drugs, or we'll give you this, or we'll give you some sort of recognition, we'll give you some sort of clout, because they're all clapped out clout seekers. Now they are all linking to other cold cases, and these cold cases are being solved because of their connections. They've got a lot of sick fantasies. They don't want you to go public about them, but this is going to go public anyways. Well, they wanted the clout, okay? They wanted the recognition, alright? They wanted the clout, they wanted the recognition. They got onto a hitman, a hitwoman, wanted fame for doing sick things to you, but they didn't want people outside of their large group, outside of their gangs, outside of their support network. They will be arrested for attempted murder. There was a corrupt judge, lawyer, solicitor and police officers involved, who is all going down for conspiracy, alright, black collar, judge well connected, okay, we've got theft to money laundering, child and clergy, child, you know, I don't really want to say that. They've been trying to pay hush-hush money, used this person's identity, and police officers and even the judges was doing false reports and trying to drag this person through the justice system, drag their face, drag their name through the mud, because they're all involved in grey collar crimes, identity theft, hacking, unauthorised access to digital systems or data. Yeah, so they're all going to prison. Alright, we've got judges under investigation. Told ya. A judge is under investigation. They've been lying on earth. Alright. They've been trying to cover all their pals' backs. Expose a full community. This is why law undercovers from out of town have had to come in somebody's hometown, alright, maybe getting hotels or something, staying over, you know, partner stays at a hotel, 24/24, and so they can gather evidence on this judge and all these crimes, what this judge is very, very connected to, gag orders, okay, because even this judge wants to be a handler, because this judge is very controlling and they think that they should do a lot of sick things in order to handle. I'll handle him, I'll handle her, don't worry, and I'll get these over here in the local police force, and I'll get all these corrupt lawyers, solicitors and attorneys involved. Could be Freemasons. So a Freemasons lodge could be getting raided. Okay. They're involved in a lot of blackmail. They're all blackmailing each other, blackmailing anyone they can, anyone who's received some sort of hush-hush money, okay, for their participation. They are then going back to these other people and blackmailing them, so demanding money or another benefit in return of not revealing damaging or compromising info. So they're all turning on each other, okay. They're out of people to cover their backs because they know that this is going to end up on the news station, but they wanted the fame, they wanted the clout, they wanted recognition. Oh, I just had to click back. They wanted some sort of fame, but a full community is involved. Then we've got your case is shocking, almost unbelievable because of the amount of people who is involved, and this masculine, this feminine has been totally outnumbered and totally wronged. But all their phones are tapped. They know an ending is coming. All their phones are tapped, okay, by these undercovers who are listening in, looking at all the messages, all the voice calls, all the, they're all getting life in prison for their sinister crimes. They will get beat up for this in prison. And you expose their plans. Niece could be involved. One of their nieces could be involved. So one of these people's nieces are involved, and this niece is also going to get locked up. And this niece is also going to get beat up in prison for this, because they've been gathering evidence on this for years. Gathering evidence. Even people aged 55, 60, 65, 70, they've been involved in this heist. Look, I said 65 and 70, didn't I? Didn't I? I'm so good. Even 65, 70, they've all been involved in this heist. And trying to attack children because, well, the wrong uns. They worked with dark spirits, now they're being haunted 24/7. Then we've got used ID, birth certificate, social security number to open bank accounts. But we've got a good judge who is going to sentence them all, who works with Archangel Michael. Alright, so we've got a good judge who works with Archangel Michael who's going to sentence all of these people. Because maybe everyone who works within this local police station and everyone who works within this local courthouse and local law firms, they're all Luciferians. So it's a big, massive satanic cult linking to the Freemasons. And this is why people in the local hometown and area, they don't ever seem to get any justice for any of these severe crimes, because they all turn a blind eye. And if one of their pals is involved, an old school pal or an old sex partner of theirs, or someone, one of these sex workers who they've slammed one time, and if they're involved, they'll be like, right, well, we'll get you off and we'll push this case to the side and we'll make it go on ice and we'll call it a cold case, or we'll do it as a closed case. We'll close the case straight away. So this could be, look, yeah, linking to other cold cases. We'll close the case straight away. We'll call it a cold case. We'll make out like we don't know what the hell's been going on, but they do. Going back to this child M, alright, this corrupt judge is always letting these wrong-uns, these child nonces, alright, I'll just say it, get away 29, because he is, and she is, selling all these indecent images of children and uploading them on the dark web and all these websites, and they're monetizing. So that's why if even if they've got thousands of images of these children, even these random people from the general public who's not involved in their large group, okay, if they gets sent to court and there's all the evidence for a conviction, this judge lets them all walk away all the time because he is one of the wrong ones himself. And he takes the images and he uploads them to these websites, to the dark web. So many people involved in the cover-up, but they've been cornered, outnumbered and exposed themselves. So it's a large group of undercover investigators, and I mean a very large group of undercover investigators, and because they've needed a very large group of undercover investigators all over these people. Because all these people join together and then they join forces and they outnumber people and do all these horrible, evil things. We've got someone aged 30 to 35, okay, or was around that age at this time, alright, could be older now, but as I was doing this, posing to be you online, filing false reports, but they're involved in embezzlement, theft of funds placed in one's care trust or belongings to one's employer, and they're also involved in a lot of financial fraud, also involved in like money laundering or racketeering, a lot of identity theft. So we've got a type of financial fraud where someone takes money or assets that were entrusted to them and uses them for a different purpose other than what was intended for the money. Okay, so this corrupt judge gave them so much money under the table, took a large chunk of the money themselves, because that's what these judges are involved in. And then the judges and others was doing a shut the fuck up spell. Alright. Again, they're all turning on each other. They've done a lot of black magic, a lot of mental magic, blockages, all the chakras, blockages, because this judge is a pervert and he doesn't want to be revealed as a pervert judge who has been selling these children's indecent images. Also, just got back to this thing. Also, our APE victims, even if they've got video evidence and stuff, yeah, and all the evidence, this judge or these judges let them get away with it, and they'll upload these videos to dark webs and murder videos to dark web, and they cash in on it. So we've got informant in group chat, video chat, undercover. So there's been undercover. Right, and then we've got incitement, provoking unlawful behaviour or urging someone to behave unlawfully because they've been deliberately cashing these checks. The person who's trying to speak out about it, okay, knows they've had their full life robbed from them. So they're obviously getting mad and angry and then trying to provoke the person who they've done it to. Expectations. Even someone with like military background, they are going to get called up to court and appear before a proper judge outside of this hometown, who with this success in love is going to love to sentence these people and bring justice and bring the rightful person happiness, okay, by locking these people up and giving them back what's rightfully theirs surrounding this theft. Multiple thefts, okay. We've got his force. His force, meeting or not, someone who's inside or outside or someone linking to this family who had or has a military connection. He thought he was going to get away with it. He wanted to be seen as like a rich, good gentleman, but he's very doom and gloom. He's very miserable, okay? Always likes to have lots of women surrounding them, and it's been a long way, these fake, false, fraudulent people, but they're going to get locked up in the end. It's like they've been playing a game, you know, chess. They've been strategically moving, strategically trying to attack the one they've stolen from, strategically trying to follow the one they've been trying to steal from. They've even got somebody from overseas. Said that they was going to receive a gift of some unexpected money should they go inside of this person's living room, okay, and then work against, and then they would be gaining a lot of money and steal some more identity, meet up with us, steal some more work, steal some more of their stuff, and then we'll sell it, alright, and we'll monetise on it. Yeah, but I'm the handler, alright, I can get away with it. I know this judge, I've slammed this female judge, or I know this judge, you know, we're all a set of predators or what have you, and we'll be able to get away with it. And here's look, because we've got main person who works in the court, who's involved in insurance jobs, inheritance jobs, and scamming the life out of people, so linking to a lot of scams. And then this judge takes most of the wealth and then gives people a bit of it and keeps it for themselves. So their bank accounts is also under investigation because they bump people off even if they are on benefits. So even if they are on benefits, they'll bump them off and then they'll still start claiming, they'll still be claiming their benefits for years and years and years of the dead. So they really don't want to hear that. Undercover investigators are surrounding them because they've had to be outnumbered. And a good judge has ordered a good judge has ordered this masculine, this feminine's protection. Okay. Even from any of their side pieces. So even any of their side pieces need to be watched, knowing they fucked up. Because even any of the side pieces will go towards masculine, feminine, anyone like dating or messaging, okay, they all get recruited. But their criminal enterprise is falling apart because they're all involved in major fraud, stealing identity, okay, copy and pasting, trying to beat people up, kick them around, beat them down. Police are all over them. Good police from out of town, keeping you a secret. Already knowing the tea. A lot of them have spent a lot of this money in pubs, clubs, drinking, partying, celebrating, maybe even going abroad. They've been getting watched, followed as they're going abroad. They've been deliberately making this person ill, so via poisoning, alright? Because with this chessboard, they've been strategizing. They've all been strategizing. Along with this corrupt judge, who, well, we've got a baboon in the dock bit, so, or in the gallery area, so basically this judge is going to get his arse beat, or she's going to get their arse beat, or masculine and feminine judges going to get their arse beat, okay, when they're in prison, and they're going to look like an absolute baboon when it all comes out, because these judges have been involved in so much corruption, okay, and not giving out proper sentences to like nonsense, or people who do like armed robbery, or people who murder and stuff like that. That's why they go to prison. For everything. Some could have tried to get tickets abroad to try and get away, and they could have worked with people abroad also, like this hitman type of energy, worked with somebody abroad, 39. But they passed a message on to the rightful person abroad, okay, to So this, who they, a hitman or whatever, who they ordered and got in touch with abroad, they could have grassed them up. Unexpected money, work and occupation, because they said that they were going to receive some sort of income, some unexpected income to get this job done. Here is the person's house, okay? We're going to rob everything from them. Here's a hitman. Here's a hitman who's going to be appearing in front of a good judge. Who's in a committed relationship with the divine also, working with Archangel Michael. So all of these are going to go down one by one, okay? It's going to come quite possibly on the news. Could end up being in some sort of documentary or a movie or something like that, because the amount of people who try to overpower and outnumber one person all out of envy, and they get caught because they've been cashing checks. Yeah, they are. They've been caught. They wanted to fulfill a fantasy that there was some sort of gangster or mafia, or because they're in this power position, they think that they're head of some sort of mafia, but they're not. Bad choices, because judges shouldn't be working like that, and that's why they fucked up their full life, their full career, and they begin angry because they're like, I can't believe it, I'm going to be revealed as a straight up copy and paster, and they're falling apart. They're proper in their fields and how toxic they are, and they're trying to run away and get away with this because they try to outsmart this person. They really tried to outsmart this person. Even all the hookers and side pieces, all the fake friends and stuff like that involved, they're under investigation. I can't believe it. Fake friends are under investigation, and they have been for years. So be expecting a new beginning. These undercover investigators don't hate nothing about this masculine or feminine. They're not haters, okay? They are divine. They are earth angels who are working with the Most High and Archangel Michael to bring justice. So they know a lot about this. A lot about these corrupt police also who are going down. Who all they care about is slamming hookers. That's all they care about. All they care about is slamming prostitutes, so linking to a sex ring, a sex cult. Oh, they're going down for a lockdown. A lot of flight tickets, look. They was doing blood rituals, blood contracts with the devil, and making pacts with each other. So maybe even some sort of draconian type of element, and doing fake court proceedings to create diversions and distractions. We've got Curvin ties. Curvin are trying to reverse the spell work. Well, it's done now. It's done. It's done. They're going down. 33 it was, sorry. I'll get there in the end. But 33 could be significant also. So yeah, they're all going down. No matter who they're linked to, okay? Lodges is getting raided. Homes are getting raided, okay? These people are being outnumbered by God's army. And because there's an element of like spiritual warfare in there also. Because there's been deals with the devil going down in this courtroom. Madness. So quite possibly a prison could be getting defunded. They could be getting defunded because, well, they're not actually bringing justice. They are using their 33 it was. They are using their power position to abuse, and any like child or the force there, any child abuse, sexual abuse, they will gather evidence, but they, even if they know it's going on down, they will keep the kids in there, in this situation, and then they'll gather evidence and they'll just upload it on these websites and monetize off it rather than saving the children. So they're involved in a lot of sick, sinister things. This is why Archangel Michael and God's army is all over them, sending peace, love and light.